For those who played Marvel vs. Capcom 3, more particularly in the Ultimate version, you may remember the new version of the stage of Metro City, but it's actually something called New Days of the Future Past. But I'm not going to be talking about the stage. I'm going to be talking about the little Easter egg that the game has. If you play on the alternate version of Stage Metro City from the Final Fight games, you may notice a poster in the background. It's a poster that has characters from both sides, Marvel and Capcom, who were either slain or apprehended. This is actually an Easter egg from the X-Men comic days of the future past, where there is a poster of X-Men either slain or apprehended. The characters to be slain were Cyclops, Captain Commando, Morrow, Iceman, Jin, Cable, Sun, and Amigo. And as for the characters apprehended were the Colossus, Ruby Heart, Gambit, Heteo, Cyclops, Rouge, and BB Hood. But there is one character who is neither slain or apprehending. And that character's own Capcom's own mascot is Mega Man. But for now, I'm going to explain how I think these characters go to where they are. We all know that the characters like Cyclops, Colossus, and Iceman were all slain or apprehended in the early days of the future past comic, but never really knew why they died or apprehended. So my theory is that Cyclops and Iceman, along with Captain Commando, Morrow, Jin, Cable, Sun, and Amigo, were all slain and sent by Sentinels. How the Sentinels killed them was by using the energy-based weapons for the characters such as Colossus, Ruby Heart, Gambit, Hoeto, Cyclops, Rouge, and BB Hood was apprehended. When the cops arrived, the Sentinels had already left, so the cops had to arrest those characters because they thought that they were the murderers. The only one who wasn't killed or arrested was Mega Man. Now there are some things that get much darker in the Mega Man finds the playable heroes in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. On the Marvel side was Nova, Ghost Rider, Hawkeye, Doctor Strange, Iron Fist, Rocket Raccoon, Captain America, Deadpool, Wolverine, Iron Man, Thor, Storm, X-23, Spider-Man, Hulk, Jean Grey, and She-Hulk. On the Capcom side was Jill Valentine, Strider Haru, Phoenix Wright, Chris Redfield, Sir Arthur, Frank West, Zero, Ryu, Dante, Morgana, and Drone Bowen, Chun-Li, Trish Felicia Spencer, Viewful Joe, Hussein Ko, Hagar, Crimson Viper, and Hamatsu. Iron Man starts integrating Mega Man, saying that his fault was for the heroes either getting slain or apprehended. However, Ryu from Street Fighter then tells Iron Man that it wasn't Mega Man's fault that they were either slain or apprehended. Both sides are divided, so they start to fight. There is Marvel on the side and Capcom on the other, joining Mega Man. They keep fighting until Capcom's side escaped. They later meet up with some other heroes, being the ones that aren't playable in Marvel vs. Capcom 3. They consist of Gold, Dan, Ken, Charlie, Zangief, Delazam, Saruka, Cammy, and Roll, and they all join Mega Man in the Capcom side, until the Marvel side comes back, led by Captain America. This time they were joined by a War Machine, and they start fighting again. Mega Man fought Captain America, Zero and Mega Man X fought Iron Man, Roll fought Jean Grey. Jean Grey is mad and yells at Roll and says their brother is the reason why her husband Scott, aka Cyclops, and son Cable is dead. This makes the Roll mad and knocks Jean Grey unconscious. Meanwhile, the other X-Men members like Wolverine, Storm, and X-23 fought Ryu, Chun-Li, and Crimson Viper from Street Fighter series, while Spider-Man War Machine teamed up in the fight with Chris and Jill from Resident Evil. Chris asked Spider-Man and War Machine if any of their heroes would want them fighting each other, but War Machine replies with neither would yours, but look back where we are now. Dante fights Ghost Rider and says that Mega Man was not the reason why the heroes were killed or arrested. But Ghost Rider didn't believe a single word that Dante said. Meanwhile, Ken, Gull, Charlie, Zangief, Dan, Saruka, and Cammy fought Nova, Hawkeye, Iron Fist, and Rocket Raccoon for Hulk and She-Hulk. Morgan and from Darkstalkers would fight Doctor Strange and call him out for blaming Mega Man, and Doctor Strange said a supporter of someone who is partially to blame would die. Meanwhile, the Deadpool fought Strider Hero. But while they were fighting, Jean Grey was unconscious, but she became Dark Phoenix and killed some of the heroes on the Capcom side. Those heroes were Phoenix Wright, Sir Arthur, Frank West, Trish Felicia, Spencer, Viewful Joe, Hinson Co, Hagar, Amitariso, Mega Man, and other Capcom heroes were devastated. Dark Phoenix then turned back to Jean Grey and noticed what she had done. Meanwhile, when the Capcom heroes were alone, some of the heroes decided to go their own ways. These heroes who were left were Gold, Dan, Ken, Charlie, Zangief, Delisum, Saruka, Cammy, and Roll, but the Capcom side wasn't the only side to have someone leave. On the Marvel side, War Machine left. Later, they meet again and they fight each other for the third time. But it gets darker when Mega Man and Captain America have their one-on-one fight. While they fought each other, Mega Man was a super mega buster to destroy Captain America's shield. Mega Man knocks him down, and he points his arm cannon at his head and tells Captain America not to make him do this, then sheds the tears as he begins to make him not to do it. Captain America then tells him that he isn't going to make him do it. Mega Man helps him back up. Captain America then yells for everyone on both sides to stop. Captain America says that we need to stop and that Mega Man's team has won. Mega Man then teleports away. Never in Marvel vs. Capcom game again. I think it'd be cool if Capcom would make a prequel to Marvel vs. Capcom 3, with the Fury as the plot, but seeing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite was a major flop. It will be for a while before Capcom makes another Marvel vs. Capcom game. But imagine if this was a Fury to be a plot for Marvel vs. Capcom prequel. And that, my little pretties, was Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Days of Future Past and Civil War Fury, a Marvel vs. Capcom Fury pasta written by Mario and Sonic Fan 1000. My final thoughts on the story? Well, I'm gonna say right now that it's actually been a while since I last touched any of Mario vs. Sonic Fan stories, so this is actually a good time for me to get to this story. I really find this Fury to be a quite a good Fury, actually. Like, it's a very good concept of, what this actually is. Like, one of them being that the Fury is pretty much, very possible in a way. Now, I don't really know Marvel vs. Capcom games because I've never played them personally, so I really don't know them that well. So, yeah, I don't really know the games or anything. Now, the Days of Future Past and Civil War, I just shortened the title to Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Fury because, the title itself, if I were to put it on the title of the video, it would probably be very long, so I want to shorten the title just to make it easier. Anyways, I found this to be a really awesome story. It's a pretty good one, in fact. It's a really good Fury, and I really like how it has a really good, texture to how, detailed that it is. I mean, it's messed up detail of its own self, I'm not gonna lie, but it's still a pretty good story. Like, I mean, I could actually take a look at these, and these would actually be pretty neat. I really still think that the story actually of its own self looks pretty good for what it is. I really do find the concept to be good. The grammar of the story is pretty good, although I really have to say it's pretty good. You did a pretty good job right here, Mario and Sonic Fan 1000. You did a pretty good job with the story. Now, any of you guys who have asked me if I've played Marvel vs. Capcom, the answer is no. I have not played Marvel vs. Capcom, so I don't know the game series. I've never played it, so yeah. I know some of you guys might have asked me if I've played Marvel versus Capcom game, but I have not actually played it, so I really don't know it. But like, I mean, I think I've watched a couple playthroughs of it on, YouTube. I've actually seen a couple playthroughs on it. I mean, it looks interesting, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I like a couple of Capcom games, not gonna lie right here. It's a pretty good concept for what the whole game name of this story. Now, I really have to say it's a pretty good theory actually. And I mean, it is pretty possible that this could be the case, and that I could definitely say. But the only thing I really would have to say that kind of confuses me a little bit in this story was the fact that what was it? Oh yeah, the fact that some of the characters were, like the characters that Mega Man was the Sentinels killing them. Like, I mean, it's quite confusing on, what Sentinels were they from. Like, I don't really know if they were, um like I really don't really know about that, like the Sentinels killing them. Like, I know there's like a way of how the Sentinels kill them, but there's no reason on why the Sentinels killed them. Like, I mean, that's the one of the questions I really still have in my mind is like, why the Sentinels do decide to kill some of the characters off. Like, I mean, that's one of the questions I'm really confused and really want to know about that. But yet again, this is like a story, so I guess Mario and Sonic fan can be the only one who could tell me this story. Well, not story, but like tell me the answer. I mean, the story has a very good concept. Not gonna lie. I mean, it's a pretty good theory, and I actually would have to say I don't know Marvel vs. Capcom, so I've never played it. So there's definitely that. Anyways, with that being the case and with that being said, the set instruction was good, I'm not gonna lie. It's a pretty good concept for the story. I really do find this one to be enjoyable. It's still a pretty well made concept. So, anyways, yeah. With that being the case, that being said, I'm gonna sit here and say this. Like I'm gonna say now, this is just simply my own personal opinion. You happen to disagree with me, that's fine too. We're all entitled to our own opinions regards to these creepypastas. This is simply my own personal thoughts. My final rating of this story would have to be a 9 out of 10. I'm giving it a 9 because, whatever I could definitely say that I love the story of how it went out and even the concept and all that. But the only thing that has me question is why the Sentinels killed some of the characters off. Like, there's no explanation to why the Sentinels were killed off or who sent the Sentinels to kill some of these characters. If there was maybe a explanation to it, then maybe that way that would get me more interesting into the whole thing, but it would actually, get me more into the actual concept of the story. Other than that, it's a pretty good, damn well made story. So, anyways, what did you guys think about this creepypasta? Did you all enjoy it? Did you all not? Also, what we have done personally to help make this story a lot better? Feel free to leave me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I'm the Queen of Lions. Thank you so much for watching today's episode. And if you happen to be brand new here on this channel, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe because I make brand new videos every single day. Please ring the notification bell to when I upload so that way you guys will not miss an upload. And as always, please roll the outro because I'm out.